Well, it's looking good. All right, so in this video, we're gonna try to find the best Titleist golf ball for the average sort of player. So what we have here is obviously the most popular is going to be the Titleist, the Pro V1 here. We're gonna be comparing it to the Titleist Velocity, and we're gonna see what one's gonna be the best for the average sort of player. Not like a scratch golfer or that kind of thing, but like your higher, maybe like a mid handicap. We're gonna see what one offers more distance, forgiveness, feel on the green, and chipping, see which one's going to check the best, if anything. So I'm like a mid handicap myself, so we're gonna see which one performs best for me. But if you do want to enter into our gear giveaway, all the information for that will be down below, so go check that out. But we're gonna be playing a par 3, a par 4, and a par 5, just 3 holes. We're gonna see which one performs the best. But first, we are on a par 4, 370 yards. It's gonna be straight ahead, and then we're gonna dogleg a bit to the right. So ideal place is just put it out in the middle of the fairway, just over the hill. It should roll down there and be a nice little chip in. We're gonna hit 5 wood and see what we can do. All right, so we're gonna start with the Velocity. It's pretty much perfect right down the center. I feel like that one was pretty straight overall. Caught it a little bit fat, but it's in the fairway and we should be good. All right, now the Pro V1. That was not a good shot. I just pretty much missed that one completely. It was a little low kind of runner on the ground there. Not ideal, but try to do better on the next shot. All right, so Pro V1 is here. The velocity is way up there. I didn't hit this one very good, so I'm gonna pick this one up. I'm gonna move it down there and we're gonna hit it from the same spot, see what we can do on our approach shot. All right, so we got about both balls here, maybe about 135 into the green. We're gonna hit a wedge there and see kind of what they do as for spin, checking on the green, that kind of thing. So we'll start with the Velocity. Not a very good shot. I was aimed, I think, a little bit too far left. It's just kind of on the hill there. Not ideal. Another Pro V1. No, it's in the same spot. Oh, great kick though. So both pretty bad shots, to be honest. The Pro V1 might be a little bit better, had a good kick, but we'll go up there and see what kind of damage we're dealing with. All right, so we have the Velocity here, pin right there. It actually bounced quite a bit further than I thought it would. Not ideal, but I mean, I thought it'd be way worse. And then the Pro V1 is just down there, just off the edge of the green. It kicked off the hill pretty hard. So I'm gonna move both those balls. I'm gonna move them onto the kind of the rough here, chip them on, and see which one performs the best. All right, the Velocity first. Oh, that's looking good. Ooh, pretty perfect. Pro V1. Ooh, pretty much identical, just a little bit shorter. So there we are. They're both pretty good shots, pretty much identical. One a little short, one a little long, both left. So I'll move them over here, put both of them, and see kind of how they feel off the face. Ooh, not the best. This is the Velocity. Not too bad. So they both felt pretty good. I'll definitely say I think the Velocity felt a bit better on that one. Obviously it's in the hole, but I think it felt a bit more soft, I guess you could say. But both of them felt pretty solid coming off, but I'll give the edge to the Velocity. Other than that, not really the best hole. Both didn't have the best shots. Velocity went into the fairway the first shot, but then my chip after that was not very good. Pretty much the opposite for the Pro V1. So we'll see if we can do better on the next hole. All right, next hole we got par 3 here, about 150 yards. This one is tough. I normally end up right there. It's gonna kick off the hill and roll down. So we'll try to aim a little bit left and just see if we can put it on the green. All right, so the Pro V1 first. Not the best on that one either. That's a little bit left and a kick down the hill, I think. Now the Velocity. That's pretty much in the opposite direction. Not a great start to the hole. Both of them had a little bit of curve, but I think the Velocity definitely had a bit more curve. Both not ideal shots, so we'll see where the Pro V1 ends up. I think it's a bit right and long, but we will see. All right, so the Velocity here, pin is right there, so not the great shot. It bounced off the hill, came down here. So we got a pretty tough chip up there. I just got to try to get as close as I can. The Pro V1's on the other side. We'll go over that one next. Should be just on the edge of the green, not terrible from where I was. All right, and here's the Pro V1, pretty much pin high. We just hit the hill over there and came down here. So not the easiest of chips, but we'll just try to punch it up, hit up onto the upslope there and try to run it off the green. A little bit short, but we should be on the green. So we just got caught up in the rough here. So both of them, so we'll just do a chip and see where we can get. The velocity. Again, not really the best hole, kind of hard to tell. Both of them pretty much doing the opposite sort of things, opposite sides of the hole anyway. Both felt pretty solid though, to be honest, but hopefully we can tell the real difference on the par 5. All right, so we're on the last hole, the par 5. Up until this point, haven't played the best of couple holes here, so pretty hard to tell what ball performed the best, that kind of thing. So hopefully we can determine that on this hole here. But we have long par 5. It's gonna go up the hill, dog leg way to the left there. So you pretty much just can't get there in 2. It's very, very tough. So we gotta put one in the fairway, chip one up, and then chip it again, try to make par. But we're just gonna hit 5 wood, try to knock it up there as far as we can, and hopefully leave us in a good spot. So we got the Pro V1 first. Yeah, it's pretty much ideal. It's had a nice draw to it. Middle of the fairway. A little bit fat on that one, but I'll take it. All right, so now the velocity. That one faded a bit to the right, just kind of on the rough there. All right, so we have the Pro V1 down there, and then the velocity is up there, maybe about 20 or so yards ahead. I did hit the Pro V1 a little bit fat, so I feel like if I hit that pure, it would be pretty similar as the distance here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move the velocity, I'm gonna move it down here. We're gonna hit both, and yeah, try to get up there as quick. We got the trees in the way, so we kind of got almost like a hook around the tree would be the ideal shot. So we'll move that one down, hit that, and see what we can do. All right, so we got the Pro V1 first, so it's pretty, we got to go and pretty much cut it around the trees. Should be pretty good actually. Now the velocity. Ooh, that one is much better. That one is a lot better. Had a bit more height on it, so a bit more distance as well. Just missed the trees there. That's pretty much perfect. And it is starting to rain now, so we gotta finish this up quick. All right, so we got the Pro V1 here, and then the velocity up there, maybe another 20-25 yards. That was definitely a really good shot. This one was not bad, but I'll move the Pro V1 up there, and we'll hit the velocity, and we'll see what we can do in terms of chipping, see which one, you know, performs best off the wedge. So the Pro V1 first. That was a perfect line, just not hard enough in the bunker. Velocity. A little bit short as well, landed just on the edge of the green. I think it rolled off. All right, so place both of them here. Gotta go over the bunker. Just gonna try to bump them over the bunker, let them run onto the green. So we get the Pro V1 first. A little bit short, but good line. Now the velocity. Pretty good shot from there. All right, so I got them both here, got them lined up. We're gonna putt them off and see which one we like better. All right, so after 3 holes there, not the best couple of rounds, if I'm being completely honest, but overall, both balls, they didn't really perform that differently, I found. I noticed if anything, the velocity was a little bit higher for me, which gave me a little bit more distance. Both of them, you know, were really good in terms of distance though. Forgiveness, both of them were pretty ideal compared to other balls on the market. As for chipping, I felt like the velocity was a little bit more consistent for me, but obviously not my best round of chipping, but I felt like the velocity was a little bit better. So taking into account all that, for the average sort of player who doesn't need a whole lot of check, if you're a lower handicap, you might need some check on the green, that kind of thing. But just for the average person, I'd definitely go with the velocity, just because I found them pretty similar. And obviously the velocity is cheaper, and that's why I would go with the velocity personally. But I have compared the velocity against other balls as well. So if you want to check out that video, I will leave a link for that down below. That's going to be it for this video, and we will see you in the next one.